Alright, so a lot of ambitious men, they want to become a high-performing beast, make tons of money like Mark Cuban. They want to accomplish a lot. They want a lean, powerful, and attractive body like Zac Efron's. But most people, they never attain it. So in this video, I'm going to share with you exactly why your life is the way it is. Why you might not have the money, the body, the energy, the mental clarity, and frankly, overall life that you crave. The life you thought you'd have when you were a kid. A life full of happiness and fulfillment. Now, the short and simple answer of why your life isn't the way you want it to be is because you're not being the person that does the actions that creates the results that you want. For example, a lot of people, they want to become a millionaire. But the thing is, they're not being the millionaire that does the correct actions that produces the results. But if you're not being the millionaire and you're not doing the actions that a millionaire does, then you're not going to get the results they have. And this doesn't apply with just money. It's every aspect of your life. And that's why you see some ambitious men who have the full package. They have a lean, powerful, and attractive body like Zac Efron's. They're in a fun-loving attitude, making tons of money, and always doing fun things like traveling. It's because they're being the high performer that does the actions of a high performer, and thus they get the results of a high performer. And this is also why you see some people who remain stuck in life, remain stuck in a life of mediocrity, where they struggle in all areas. They never hit their goals, and ultimately they feel powerless. And it's because of the person that they are being. In fact, we call the people who are stuck in this life the trapped Stringbeans, because they're trapped in a life where they know they can be doing much better, but they just don't know how to get there. All their actions lead them down in a different direction that they want their life to go. They want to be a high performer, make tons of money, get a good body, but all their actions are leading them in the opposite path. It's leading them down a path where they're stuck, and it's because of who they are being. And they don't even realize that it's who they're being that's keeping them trapped. So it's this vicious cycle. And right now, you might be wondering, okay, what do I mean by being? Well, who do you have to be in order to hit your goals? Do you need to be someone who keeps their word to themselves? Do you need to be a committed person? Do you need to be the person who takes massive action? You see, there's underlying ways of being that high performers and super achievers around the globe all have. People like Mark Cuban, Joe Rogan, Grant Cardone, or Gary Vee. I mean, do you think they're being the same person that works at a minimum wage job? Of course not. They have different ways of living, different ways of being, different ways of acting. Now, that's why in the new era of health, we have every person acquire the mind of a conqueror. We rewire their brain into a powerhouse that will not be stopped. And we do this by forming powerful habits of ways of being. For example, one of the ways of being that we live by in the new era of health is have 100% self-integrity, which means you stick to your word like glue. If you tell yourself that you're going to do something, you simply do it. Eventually, this way of being will become a habit that is ingrained into your brain, which will boost your productivity by 300%. I mean, think about it. Could you imagine what your body would look like right now if you kept your word to work out from last year? Where would you be in your career if you kept your word to be productive every single day? How much better would you feel physically and mentally if you kept your word to eat healthy from last New Year's? That's why acquiring the mind of a conqueror is so powerful. It will morph you into a high-performing beast. But the reality is that acquiring the mind of a conqueror will do much more than make you a super achiever. It will enable you to conquer your emotions and attitude so that every day you wake up, you're happy and cracking jokes with your friends, coworkers, and family. Because we know in the new era of health that true health is much more than working out and eating healthy. It's about being happy, fulfilled, and absolutely crushing your life so that when you grow old, you have zero regrets in your life, so that you live the life you knew you were meant to live. Now, if this sounds like something that you want, then I have some good news. I put together a proven and powerful 3-step system that will rewire your brain and body into a powerhouse that will not be stopped. Now, the first step is acquiring the mind of a conqueror. And then we move into working out and eating like a conqueror, which will grant you the energy you had when you were a kid, an elevated cognitive function so that you think as clearly as sorry, I got a little burp there, so that you think as clearly as the guy in Limitless, and you shred into a lean, powerful, and attractive body like Zac Efron's. Essentially, this 3-step system will reboot you into an unstoppable force. So if you want to become an unstoppable force so that you hit all your goals and feel, look, and think better than you ever have, then click the link around this video.